Very good, Randy.
Okay, Forrest.
Perfect. Print it, we'll do one more.
15 takes, he always says the same thing. Perfect, print it, we'll do one more. If it was so perfect, why are we doing one more?
You're the producer, darling. Why don't you ask him?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, Ben, I've been thinking about scoring this next scene with some African drums. Give it a real primal, weird kind of vibe. You know what I mean?
If I wanted African drums, I would have gotten Africans. From you, I want rock and roll.
You want rock and roll, dude? You got it.
I need to talk to you about tomorrow's high fall.
Is it high enough?
Well, it's pretty high.
And we got nothing to talk about.
Much better, Ronnie, but I still need more sparks for the radio.
You got it.
Come on, baby, let's go.
Kate?
Kate, come on. Very funny, but we got a lot to... Kate. Kate. Oh, my God, she's dead!
It's Burke's Law.
So?
It was worth the wait.
Mm-hmm. And you wanted to rush it.
I've learned my lesson. Never again.
What do you think, Henry?
Very handsome. Lapels a little too wide.
You think so, Sam?
Wide lapels are in again. How do the shoulders feel?
Fine.
And the waist?
Oh, good.
Don't get nervous. I'm going to measure your inseam.
Would you like me to do that for you, sir?
Henry, would you please mind your own business?
My sentiments exactly. Sam, I've been meaning to ask you. How did you get into men's clothes?
You know, it's funny. Nobody questions when men design for women, but they think it's weird when a woman designs for men.
On the contrary, I love women with designs on men.
Headquarters.
Chief Burke, how long ago? All right, I'll be right there. And call the boy Wanda. Then find him.
Hungry?
Starving.
Which is a fish.
Hey, who said anything about food?
I gotta go. Stephanie, I gotta go.
Hey, how about a quick appetizer?
Stop it.
Just a nibble or two.
Stephanie, stop.
Peter, please. Please.
Maybe just a nibble. I gotta go.
Better step on it, Henry.
I was hoping you'd say that. I love this job.
Now, where is he?
I think I hear him coming.
Am I late?
No, the victim's still dead. They're considerate that way. Nice outfit.
The Gap.
There certainly is. You didn't come home last night.
That's right.
A date?
Dad.
Sorry, you're a grown man. You have a right to your privacy.
Thank you.
Who was she?
You don't know her. And don't worry, if anything did happen, I practice safe sex. Any more questions?
Just one. Does she have an older sister?
No, but her mom asked about you.
Never make fun of an older woman. One day you'll be married to one. Burke's law.
Amos, I was hoping you could come.
When I heard the death was on your picture, Ben, I had to.
Hello, Amos.
Denise?
Is this Peter? Last time I saw you,
Mother's funeral. That's okay, Mr. Zima. It's a long time ago.
you couldn't have been more than 10 or 11.
11.
Peter's a homicide detective now.
Homicide? Nobody said anything about murder. It was an accident, wasn't it?
That's what we're going to find out.
Who's the victim?
Kate Lipton.
Kate?
You know her?
Yeah. I mean, no. I was a fan, that's all.
Where's the body?
Come on.
A couple more should do it. One more right there, right there.
Cause of death.
65 witnesses saw her electrocuted. 65 people.
We'd been shooting this scene all morning. Forrest, the director, wasn't happy with the sparks the special effects man was using. He kept wanting more, bigger and bigger. Guess Ronnie finally used a little too much juice.
Ronnie?
Ronnie Jellicoe, the special effects man.
This baby gives shock radio a whole new meaning. There's a small battery inside to set off the pyrotechnics. And I mean small. 1.5 volts DC. That's not enough juice to zap the Energizer bunny.
And how'd she die?
Well, the radio's power cord's still attached, so somebody must have plugged it in during the scene.
Then she was murdered.
I think we better have a talk with Mr. Jellicoe.
Yeah.
Come on, Peter.
Go ahead, I'll catch up.
Remember the movie that made Kate Lipton a star? She played a ghost, made her a star. Her guardian angel rewarded her good deeds by bringing her back to life. Brought her back to life.
Not this time.
Ronnie, a couple people here to see you.
Mr. Jellicoe, I'm Chief Burke. This is Lily Morgan from Forensics. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure, anything. Look, I want you to know I've worked on over 20 pictures, including Kate's last 3 movies. Nobody's ever been hurt.
Who had access to the radio, Mr. Jellicoe?
On the truck, nobody. I kept it locked up real good. On the stage,
I counted 4 hot outlets near the set.
Was the radio plugged in after the scene?
no, sir.
Well, then whoever plugged it in must have pulled it out after the fireworks.
Why would anybody want to kill Kate?
I'm going to need a list of everyone on the stage at the time of the murder.
Of course.
And I need an answer. I mean, look, I'm real broke up about Kate and all that. Does that mean my gig's canceled?
This is Roger Cooper. He's the singer. His band's going to do a music video for the picture. Chief Burke is with the police.
Yeah, I try not to hold that against you.
I'd recommend not holding anything against you, Mr. Cooper.
Don't worry, I'm going to finish the picture.
Cool.
And how are you going to do that without a star?
Kate's character's only in a couple more scenes. I'll shoot a photo double from the back, get an impressionist to do a voice. No one will ever notice. Hell, it might even help her performance.
You're all heart, Ben.
Thanks, Amos.
I'd like to see your dressing room.
Sure, come on.
I feel like I've lost a member of my family. She was like a sister to me. Yeah, you're right, too sappy. Look, just work something up. Heartfelt and sincere.
I'm supposed to let you know entertainment tonight just arrived.
Finally. Look, anything you need, just call me.
Thanks, Ben. She sure was a beautiful woman.
Yes, she was.
You want to talk about it?
About what?
Kate?
You remember the year I graduated college? That summer I took off?
You drove across the country looking for your destiny?
Yeah, well, I met Kate while I was scuba diving at Fort Lauderdale. She worked at the dive shop.
Before she was an actress?
She was still in college. But she was full of dreams, Dad. All of them about Hollywood. Anyway, we went out a couple times.
Sounds a little more serious than that, son.
No, it's just weird when somebody you know gets murdered, that's all. Look, I got a list of everybody who was on stage at the time of the murder.
Good. Then pull the fingerprint files on everyone on that list.
Did that, too.
Very good. Look at this. Seems Kate had dinner last night at the Santa Monica Pier. Her signature. The pen tore through the paper.
She must have been ticked off with the service.
Or the murderer.
Eloise, come here, sweetheart. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is there's a man in here who thinks you are the most beautiful lobster in the whole place. The bad news, you don't want to know the bad news.
Hello, Vinny.
Oh, Amos! Oh, my goodness, Peter.
Hello, Vinny.
You're just in time. Look, somebody chose Eloise. I feel bad. I've known her since she was a half a pound. She thinks of me as her mother.
Maybe you shouldn't get that attached.
Yeah, that's easier said than done. Look at that face.
Beautiful.
Let go. Let go. Release. Stay. Last week it was Ethel. Now it's Eloise. Seafood. It'll break your heart. Oh, you know what I got? Fresh abalone for the two of you.
Sorry, Vinny. We're here on business.
So what else is new? Would you like some fresh, nice soup? This.
Vinny, you ever see her?
Oh, just a minute here. Okay, let me focus on that. Hold this. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Oh, sure. Face like that you don't forget. Yeah, she comes in.
Last night?
Yeah, she was at table 8. She had whitefish, mushrooms, capers.
Alone?
Hey, a face like that never eats alone, please.
What'd the man look like?
Well, he was built. He had muscles, a stalker. Oh, and he had the abalone with just the lemon. Thanks, Patricia. And, let me see, what else? Oh, he had a funny name. She called him something, what did she call him? What, Dot? No, Dash. That's like a dash of something?
Dash Thornton. He's the stunt coordinator on the film.
Anything else?
Yeah, they had an argument right after the entree. Oh, boy. She called him names a woman like that shouldn't even know. Then she slapped him, pa. Everybody looked around. A few forks were dropped, and she made her exit.
Did you hear what they were arguing about?
No. But it wasn't a fish. Why? Did something happen to the nice lady?
Afraid so.
Dead?
How'd you know?
Well, I figured if she wasn't, you wouldn't be here.
Good call, Vinny.
Isn't that funny? Yesterday, whitefish, today, dead. We live in some kind of world. Trust me, she will never know what hit her. Sylvia, melt some butter. You want a blindfold?
Henry. Meet Eloise. Don't ask and don't cook her.
What am I supposed to do with this? Make a belt buckle?
What's that, Henry?
I said we better hustle. It's almost 3 o'clock.
Right you are. I've got an appointment. The office will know where to find me. Track down Dash Thornton.
See what he has to say about last night, see what he has to say about Kate's death.
And ask him how he got such an idiotic name.
Ready or not, here I come.
Magnifique.
Do you like it better than the Chanel?
Rachel, darling, you'd even look wonderful in a burlap sack.
Oh, yes, but then what would you be wearing?
Exactly what time of night are we discussing?
By the way, the hospital committee wants to give you an award Friday night.
Reward for hosting the ball.
No, I think it has more to do with your donation.
Whoever said money can't buy everything, huh?
Excuse me, Chief Burke. Telephone.
Well, thank you, Judy. Excuse me, Rachel. Thank you. Hello.
I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't figure it out.
Figure what out?
There were no burn marks on Kate's body. Electric shocks leave a mark when entering and leaving the body. There were no marks on Kate.
Have Cliff run.
Toxicology exam did it.
You know, Peter, if you don't learn to share with the other children, you're going to grow up to be a very annoying young man.
Sorry.
What'd you find?
Beta-pyridyl-methylpriolidine.
Nicotine sulfate.
How do you know that?
Lucky guess.
So Kate wasn't electrocuted.
She was poisoned.
Glad you like the dress.
I'll call you later.
Okay. Oh, Amos, you can do better than that. Much better.
Very nice, Dad.
That's what I'm thinking. But right now, I'm thinking of nicotine sulfate. Pesticide, isn't it?
Used to kill rose aphids. Once Cliff finished the autopsy, he found only microscopic traces of nicotine sulfate in Kate's stomach.
And how was she poisoned?
By absorption. Her skin was full of it. The nicotine sulfate must have been placed in the bath water.
Well, get that bathtub from the set and send it to forensics.
Already taken care of.
And find out what kind of bubble bath they use.
Loving Partner comes in banana, apricot, and strawberry. They use banana. I prefer strawberry.
You like strawberry? Have Lily pick up the used bubble bath containers from the set.
Done.
Is there anything you've already done that I haven't thought of?
Dash Thornton. I found him.
Very good. Dash Thornton.
That's me.
We'd like to ask you a couple of questions about Kate Lipton.
Yeah, that's gonna have to wait. I gotta test these rigs before the film crew arrives.
It'll just take a few minutes.
I don't have a couple of minutes. You wanna talk to me now? You're gonna have to jump.
Cool, hook me up. Dad, relax. What do you say?
It's your funeral.
Mr. Burke, not going to let him jump.
Since when have I been able to tell Peter not to do anything?
All set?
All right, go.
All right.
Okay, we'll go on 3.
Okay.
3!
Hey, Dad! You don't believe this! This is unbelievable!
That kid isn't afraid of anything. I raised him right.
Yeah, we did.
Whoa! What a rush! Woo!
Michael pulls up as soon as we stop moving.
Good, that'll give us some time to talk about Kate.
Yeah, I can't help you, man. I hardly knew the lady.
Then you didn't have dinner with her last night.
Okay, so I had dinner with her. Big deal.
You also had a fight.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I killed her.
What'd you fight about?
And she promised me a part in this picture, then she backed out. It was the second time she'd done it. I got angry. I yelled at her. She yelled back. You want to know the truth? I felt like killing her. But I didn't.
Know who did?
No. Doesn't surprise me, though. She had a habit of using and abusing people. She slept with anyone who could help her career.
Like you?
Yeah. All right, but that was a few years ago when she first got to town. I helped her get her career started. She dumped me for a cameraman. And a few weeks later, she dumped him for an agent. Then she moved on to a director. I'm telling you, she was working her way right up the ladder.
How far up the ladder was she?
Oh, all the way, man. All the way to the top. She was finally sleeping with the producer.
Benzema.
That's right. Hey, maybe you should talk to him.
Nice to see you.
Synchronized swimming.
Remember Esther Williams? Aquatic musicals? I think they're making a comeback.
Ben, it's me, you know.
All right, so I'm not so sure it's the next trend. But I do love the rehearsals.
We need to talk about Kate Lipton.
You've heard rumors that Kate and I were having an affair.
That's right.
So what?
She could have threatened to tell Denise ruined your marriage, so to keep her quiet, you killed her.
Not a bad theory, Peter, except for one thing. Denise already knew about Kate.
And she didn't care.
Not a bit. In fact, she even encouraged me.
Why?
She likes to see me happy.
Sounds like a sequel to Indecent Proposal.
If you don't believe me, talk to her yourself. Emily, would you take Mr. Burke and his son to Denise, please? This way?
All right, girls, let's see that bursting scissor kick move again.
Mrs. Zima, you have guests.
Amos, what a pleasant surprise.
Hello, Denise.
These are her pools.
We have separate bedrooms, separate yards, separate lives.
A perfect marriage. Self-portrait.
But you forgot your bathing suit.
No, he didn't.
Do you have a phone?
Yeah, there's one over there.
Thank you.
I hope this is a social visit.
Business, I'm afraid.
In the old days, you would have interrogated me over dinner.
In the old days, you weren't married.
That still matter to you? How old-fashioned.
Fidelity never goes out of fashion.
Burke's Law?
You got it.
Okay, Lily, I'll tell him.
How did you and Kate get along?
We didn't. She was a manipulative, self-centered little bitch. Willing to do anything to further her career.
Like sleep with your husband?
Yeah,
Ben said you didn't mind the affair.
not at all.
Why don't I believe you?
Because you know me too well. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Kate dumped him last week.
She did?
Yeah, didn't he tell you?
No.
He must have been afraid it would sound too much like a motive.
Sorry. Lily has a problem. She needs us in the lab right away.
Will you excuse us?
Amos, we're having a little celebration on Friday night on stage 50. Sort of a combination rap party wake. Stop by for a drink.
I'll take a rain check.
And I'll pray for rain.
Then for old time's sake, I'll pray you didn't kill her.
Soil from Denise Zima's rose garden.
I checked for nicotine sulfate compared to what I found in the bottle.
Good.
I found that in a dumpster 2 blocks from the studio.
And the bottle was fully saturated with nicotine sulfate.
That's your murder weapon.
Fingerprints?
1. And it's perfect.
So what's the problem? All we gotta do is find a match and...
Oh, I found a match.
Dash Thornton.
No.
Benzema.
No.
Denise Zima.
Nope.
Who?
Max Galloway.
Who's Max Galloway?
An actor. And that's our problem. He's been dead for over a year.
It's never easy.
Burke's Law.
So different than before Hollywood. So fresh, funny, she's even shy. She wasn't making it all over town and dumping on everyone. This town ruined her. The girl who died wasn't the girl I knew.
Times change, Peter. People change. Come on, son, I'll buy you a drink. Thank you, Henry.
Pass the salt, please. Thank you. I'm worried about Peter.
Why's that?
He's doing a very good job of hiding his feelings, but I know how he felt about Kate Lipton.
You knew about Peter and Kate?
Of course. He wrote to me from Florida the summer he met her.
He did? Well, he never wrote me.
Maybe he thought you were too busy.
I wasn't. And I wasn't too busy last night. We talked about it. I think it'll be fine. I got a postcard from Denver. Did you get a postcard from Denver? Well, did you? Well?
No.
Good.
Good morning. Wow, bacon and eggs, all that cholesterol. Henry, you trying to speed up my inheritance?
And a good morning to you, too, son.
Your yogurt and your granola right over there.
Thanks.
What can you tell me about Max Galloway?
He died at 46, car accident on the San Diego freeway.
If he died.
Cliff is gonna exhume the body this morning, make sure Max Galloway is still in there. Let's see, he was single, never married. His only surviving relative is his mother in Wisconsin. He made 17 movies, worked with everyone from Meg Ryan to Demi Moore to Kate Lipton.
So there is a connection.
They made one film together, Lullaby and Goodnight.
Maybe you ought to have a look at it.
I already called the studio. It's not out on video, but they promised me a tape by the end of the day.
Very good.
Oh, well, and I also came across an article about a rock star, Roger Cooper.
Yeah?
He and Kate were a pretty hot item about a year ago. Then she dumped him. Article said he was totally bummed.
Poor Roger.
So I ran Roger Cooper's name through the computer, and a rap sheet popped out. Catch this, he's been busted twice for assault. Seems Roger likes to lump up his girlfriends.
I think we ought to have a few words with Roger.
Poor Roger.
Oh, Mr. Jellicoe. Good morning. We're looking for Roger Cooper. She's supposed to be doing a music video on stage 50.
Yes, sir. Be right through that alley.
Thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The hell are you trying to prove, Sherlock? We're in the middle of a video going on right here.
Just as I was getting the hang of it. Let's give it another try. One more time.
Yeah, right. Fat chance. Forrest, how about we take a break? What are you guys here in police business? You're looking for a career change?
No, we're looking for some answers about Kate Lipton.
So you found out we used to date, so what?
So she dumped you. And that you have this bad habit of roughing up women.
They don't seem to mind. Besides, charges got dropped every time.
Doesn't mean you didn't do it.
Doesn't mean I did it either. You guys want to arrest me? Go ahead, but I'm going to tell you something right now. I ain't speaking to anyone but my lawyer. Forrest, I'm out of here.
Awful lot of roses.
You're telling me. It's a good thing Roger owns a nursery.
A nursery? You're kidding.
No, that's how the band got its name. The Rose Factory.
All right, Cliff, I'll let him know. Thanks a lot. Can I help you?
Yeah. We got a broken water main outside, and I need a car moved. It's a Rolls Royce.
No problem.
They told me downstairs the car belongs to Chief Burke.
That's right.
A cop driving a Rolls Royce.
Why not? He's rich.
And why is he a cop?
Why do you work for the Department of Water and Power?
That's what I do best.
That's why he's a cop. Dad, I just talked to Cliff. Max Galloway was in his coffin and very dead.
And how did his fingerprints get on the bottle of bubble bath?
You got me.
What about Roger Cooper's nursery?
We searched it and found 26 different types of pesticides, including nicotine sulfate.
Excellent.
Doesn't prove he killed her. I mean, every nursery in town is going to have nicotine sulfate. The dirt I took out of Denise Ema's rose garden also contains nicotine sulfate.
So Denise could have killed her?
Or Roger, or Ben.
Or Dash, or Blitzen, or Donna.
Or anyone who ever bought nicotine sulfate from a hardware store.
I hate to say it, kid, but we've got nothing.
You guys just gotta be careful. Gosh, that's what I'm saying. Look what they're doing to our house. Scrapping the parquet floor, knock over the lamp, spilling coffee all over the dining room floor.
Henry, take it easy. Anything they break can be fixed. Except you.
Really touching. That's supposed to make me feel better.
Yes. Did it work?
No. Maybe just a little.
Everyone is wondering where you are.
Just a few more minutes, Rachel. The movie's almost over.
Couldn't you watch this a little later? Maybe tomorrow?
Rachel, Ben Zima produced this movie. Dash Thornton was the stunt coordinator. Roger Cooper and his band did the music. That's too many coincidences. The answer to Kate Lipton's murder is here, and I know it.
It'll still be here after the charity ball is over. Please, Amos.
All right.
Oh my God, you're an android! Oh my God, you're an android!
Thank you, dear.
That's it.
What's it?
Oh my God, you're an android! Oh my God, you're an android!
That's it?
Grab Henry. I'll meet you at the car.
You got it.
I'll be back just as soon as I can.
Where are you going?
To a wake.
Neighborhood.
Funny, it didn't look like rain.
Someone's parade's about to get very wet.
Hi, Amos. Peter?
I'm sorry, Ben. Aquatic musicals are never going to make it. Roger, you disappointed me. I really wanted you to be guilty.
Sorry. Maybe next time.
You taught me something, Dash. Never jump to conclusions. Good evening, Mr. Jellicoe.
Hello?
You told me that you had worked on Kate Lipton's last 3 movies.
That's right.
Including Lullaby and Goodnight?
Yeah. A stinker.
No, it wasn't that bad. I particularly liked the scene where Kate cuts off Max Galloway's hand. Very realistic. How'd you do that? I mean, you made the hand look so real.
I took a mold of an actor's hand and made a latex copy of it.
Like the body parts we saw hanging in your truck.
Yeah.
You took a mold of Max Galloway's hand for his part of the android in Lullaby and Goodnight. And it was so good, it even had fingerprints on the outside.
So?
You killed Kate Lipton. You wore Max Galloway's latex hand when you poured the nicotine sulfate into the bubble bath.
No.
You used nicotine sulfate because you knew all the other suspects would be linked by one thing. Roses. All the suspects except you.
And if that wasn't enough, you threw in Max Galloway's fingerprints as a final bit of misdirection.
I didn't kill her.
I bet that hand's still in your truck with your fingerprints on the inside. Why, Ronnie? Why'd you kill her?
She was my wife. I met her 5 years ago in Florida. She'd just broken up with some snotty rich kid. I fell in love with her. We married in Mexico a few weeks later. But she didn't love me. Loved the business I was in. But she was just using me. She left right after she made her first picture. But Kate never asked for a divorce. I watched her go from man to man, from Dash to Roger to Ben. But we were still married. So I knew that deep down inside she still loved me, and one day she would come back to me.
And you realized she was never coming back.
Kate filed for divorce last week. I asked her why she waited so long. She said she was afraid the press would find out who she was married to. Imagine that. All this time I thought she still loved me, and truth, why she was ashamed of me. Ashamed of me.
You're like Rachel's daughter. I understand she's a sweet, wonderful girl.
Dad, I don't need your help getting dates.
I didn't say you needed help. Just consider this a gift from a caring father to an ungrateful son.
I don't do blind dates.
I met your mother on a blind date.
I thought you said you met Mom on the dance floor of the Coconut Grove.
I did. I was on a blind date with another woman at the time.
Whatever. Dad, you should have talked to me first. I already made plans. You two.
Me too?
No, the group, you two. They're playing at the Hollywood Bowl. These tickets, hottest tickets in town tonight.
I promised Rachel.
3 scalpers turned me down before I finally found these, Dad.
I consider it a personal favor.
I even had to use your name. I hate doing that.
Please, Peter.
Sorry, Dad. No way I'm missing this concert.
Rachel's daughter.
My daughter.
Hi, Julie.
Hi, I'm Peter Burke.
Never turn your back on a beautiful woman. Burke's Law.